Because another sister of mine, we're going to do something that's called sister soundboarding
Yeah.
sessions.
Wow.
And we're going to start inviting in other sisters to come and join in with the soundboarding.
Wow.
It's like this conversation like we're having now.
Yeah.
There might be
Soundboarding,
a
that
theme.
sounds very interesting. I like immediately get an image like that you're surfing the sound, like with
Yay. Yay. And so just, yeah, so thank you. Yeah, because then she said, well, should we record it? And I was like, well, I've never recorded. I've never recorded. I've always done everything, via a microphone or
Yeah.
app. That's how I recorded my first podcast. And yeah, so thank you for saying
Welcome. But when did you arrive at that moment where you would say, I got used to my voice on record, that I can like listen to myself without a feeling of disturbance? Because I had that for quite a long time, even when I recorded my singing lessons or my concerts or so. I was listening to myself, and that was something that yesterday when I translated Howard's text, he said like a singer never truly hears him or herself because of the soft tissue in our head and in our system. We can't hear ourselves in the way the audience hears us. So again, we don't own our voice. We can't even hear ourselves.
can't
We
even.
can only we can only feel good about it and hope that that arrives.
Oh my God. Oh my God. This is like, yeah, totally and utterly. So no, definitely to listen back to yeah, recorded singing lessons.
Yeah,
I used to do on like a Zoom recorder. Like
yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah.
and yeah, hated it.
Yeah, me too. And
Absolutely.
I think you just mentioned the reason why we hate it, because it's not no longer now. If it's out there, it's already happened. It's gone.
Yeah.
So
But then obviously that comes into the critic, doesn't it? And then the judgment.
yeah,
And what I'm totally like blowing out now of that illusion is that, like you said, that happened in the now. Okay, so that wasn't technically correct, but
yeah.
it was a sound.
Yeah, that's the thing, but that is probably an explanation why we artists or singers are so like very sensitive towards criticism, because looking back is you live in the past, looking ahead you live in the future. When are you in the now? Only if you're singing, only in the moment. And
Yeah,
that's yeah, that's the crazy thing about it, really.
yeah. No, I think it must have been Howard that where I found out about that we never actually hear our
Mm.
our own
Yeah,
sound. And then, yeah, that was, yeah, definitely a domino effect moment for me, just making it freer, making
yeah,
space, creating space for me to stop listening to
yeah.
myself, to stop, well, but to stop criticizing myself while
Yes,
I was in a lesson, learning,
yeah.
getting in my, well, what obviously he used to say a lot was like, get out of your own way, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, and
Yeah.
the letting go part. I mean, if you're observing yourself without interfering, that's really letting go, I think. But in the moment where you're observing and then think, oh, I got to do something different, then you're interfering, and that's it with the flow, really.
Yeah.
And yeah,
Yeah, totally, totally and utterly. So from the retreat, which was
yeah.
also a dance retreat, finding freedom through movement. And my beautiful friend Christina, who hosted it so elegantly, was taking us through a journey of the elements. Hence, we
Okay.
obviously needed the rain
Yeah, obviously.
um, through the chakras.
Yeah.
Today, I was just singing "Somewhere Over the Rainbow," actually, and but it's in a different key. I think I don't know. I always thought the original was C. Anyway, it was in E flat, and then I was like, oh my goodness, I just saw the chakras
Yeah.
and I thought, I feel like that E flat is in my solar plexus, and
Wow.
like, and it's kind of the range of that song is sitting between solar plexus and third eye.
Wow. That's probably a totally different experience singing it with that vision.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then just seeing the colors as well, and you can expand out and expand out and expand out on how you interpretate that
Yeah.
as a tool. Um, yeah, and I think it's going to be a real game changer for me. I think
Absolutely,
yeah,
absolutely. When I was at the college, we did a color meditation, and that brings me to what you just said. And it was so beautiful because you really sometimes feel what color you need during the course of the day, and then you just sit down for a few minutes and breathe in that color and exhale whatever color you think is like overwhelming for you in that moment, and find your balance within the chakras through that. And I found that very I sometimes regret that I only translate and can't participate, and then I go home and then forget about it, and then we have a conversation and it comes back to mind. Yeah. Yeah. And yeah, colors can be very, like, especially when I'm tired, I always visualize red, color of life, and breathe in red. And yeah.
yeah. And I love. There's a picture of you where you're wearing red,
Yeah.
red and green.
Yeah, these are my favorite colors.
Yeah, yeah. Like
Yeah.
my colors, which I didn't kind of really know, but are these
That's-
peaches and greens.
oh yeah.
And
Is
then
that
there's,
jade stone or rose quartz?
I can't remember. No, it isn't. It's like I can't remember what this is called, but this
Hmm.
it's all about like higher
Yeah.
connecting into the
Yeah.
HP source, into the higher power and the source.
Wow.
Um, yeah, so those colors. I remember having a top with those colors in when I was like in my early 20s. And then just when I look around the house, seeing where those colors have come in.
Yeah. Yeah.
I also love red. I wear all different colors, but
Me
great.
too. Me too. That's also new because I used to wear, for a long time, I only used to wear black, because when you work as a makeup artist, then the absence of color is good when you want to be inspired. So don't distract, like, by wearing something that you like yourself, but be just the black. Yeah.
Yes.
And now at the moment it's mostly really dark, navy blue, green, red. That's what I love at the moment. Yeah. And I
Nice.
have my whole apartment. I don't know whether you can see, but here that is all green. Yeah. Green, green,
Oh,
green, green.
oh, I love it. I love that green as well. It's a
Yeah.
really wholesome.
Yeah. And you will love my wallpaper. I have to show you because it's very, very English. This is the apartment I'm taking you for a walk now.
Yes, take me for a walk.
This is also green. Look here, green with
Oh,
panels,
oh, that's
acoustic panels. And my bathroom, that's my favorite wall design. Look at that.
oh wow, and all the birds.
Birds. It's
Oh,
my Spain. Look.
love it.
Yeah.
Oh yes, it's very regal.
Yeah.
Regal like an eagle, lady.
Yeah.
So
And
I
now
have,
the
and
wallpaper here in my corridor. This is very English. You can see that, like a tartan design.
yes, I can just about see it because oh yeah, 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 yeah. Wow,
Yeah. So
beautiful. Love it.
I'm
Our
funneling.
house in Spain is like an absolute splash of colors.
I guess so. Mediterranean colors.
Yeah, a lot of again, kind of talking back into the yellow and the orange, a lot of
Yeah.
yellow and orange.
Hmm.
Yeah, I love that you show me the birds because um while I was,
Well, you're a cosmic songbird, so I had to show you the birds.
yeah, and while I was in the retreat, I thought this is a nice space for me to start to pad, journal, some writing for what I believe is going to be another book.
Yeah.
And so I've got a double page spread, which is all starting to write down birds' names,
Ah,
because I feel like they're going to make a real, they're going to make themselves heard within the book. So I was going to ask people like what their favorite birds.
wow. Yeah.
Have a favorite bird?
I have I really do like the robin because
Yes.
they say it's like the communicator from souls from the other world, and I also love the snow owl.
Oh, I love owls. Awesome.
I have a good friend, and I should catch up with him again. He is a Faulkner, and he has all these large owls, the Siberian big owl, and the little owls, and all the eagles, like the golden eagle, and different eagles, and so
Wow.
fascinating this work with the
Wow.
birds, yeah, and watching like how he works, very, very special. And even the sounds, he can imitate all the sounds, although he's not somebody who uses his singing voice, but it's amazing. Just he's a natural, just through listening, observing, and then experimenting. And it's so like I sometimes like, was it the bird or was that you?
Wow. Yeah, because I put three. I love this. I love. So I put three questions at the bottom of the bird page.
Yeah,
I'm starting to collate them into, breeds or types.
yeah,
And then, like you said, like the robin, which was already written there for me, because I see that also as a symbol,
yeah.
you said, from a soul. But yeah, I was like, about the bird song.
Oh
I
yeah.
was wondering whether there's any bird that doesn't sing. So maybe he could answer that for me. Well, Google can obviously answer it as well, but it's quite nice coming from other sources.
Yeah. But what is his name? Attenborough, the scientist. He's British, I believe.
Yeah,
Attenborough. Do you know,
yeah,
sir?
yeah,
Yeah.
David.
And
Yeah.
there's such a wonderful video with him and the bird of paradise. You have to watch it on YouTube. It's marvelous. There is this bird of paradise sitting on a branch in the background, and they keep having a conversation. And it's so funny. I mean, this man is so full of love for his work and for what he's doing, and he's
Love him.
communicating, and this bird is really interacting, and it's so funny.
Oh,
You have to watch it, or I have to send you the link. You
yeah.
have a good laugh.
Nah,
And
yeah.
I don't know if it's also Attenborough, but also a huge green big bird coming towards a photographer who wants to, or a cameraman who's taking footage, and starts shagging his head. Making laughter, and the bird is so happy and so excited.
Oh my goodness. It was so funny. The other day I was walking Rocket back and I thought it started raining, and then I looked up and there was a whole flock of seagulls.
Oh,
It had all shat at the same time.
oh no.
And I thought, so, and I just had my hair cut. Sort of like, I'd had my hair cut and it was really, really lovely. And my goodness, like, but I didn't get anything.
No.
But it's just,
Because in Germany they say it's good luck. And because you mentioned a seagull, that was the symbol when I was at the college in September, and I received a message from Howard. He came through because the student who made the contact for me says, well, I have this gentleman here, and he obviously liked to stand on a stage, and he brought me like this movie, the Seagull Jonathan. I don't know whether you know that movie. It's a very,
Jonathan, yeah, I
yeah.
do know it.
And the reason he came through with that movie was because he was talking about flying and spreading my wings and taking off with my project, and using this image of Jonathan the Seagull. So maybe that's for you. Maybe that's for you.
Wow. Well, I have a poem that I've written that will be in the book called The Girl.
Ah, okay. That's a
Yeah.
beautiful idea. That's really a beautiful idea.
Yeah. Wow, wow, wow,
That
wow.
every bird carries like a totally different vibe or energy. That's also something that you can really tell. Like if you think of the elegance of a swan, or like the night birds or the nightingale, or there's so much in there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And obviously the trapped and the mockingbird to
Yeah.
the birds that steal other birds' stuff.
And then
It's
you can also include like music and birds, who like you have the magic flute with the da 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 dum.
yeah.
Yeah.
So how's your, because you were preparing, so when you were voice noting me and you was sending me some of your
Yeah.
songs, your sounds, I did actually understand some of what you
Oh.
were saying in German to the pianist. I just picked up on a day and in
Yeah.
December, and so are
No,
you
we're planning a concert where we are just putting up a program with ballads, like a German classic songs, like all the Goethe songs, which
oh
Schubert
lovely.
has put into music, like the Lorelei, like yeah, that so like a rich selection of Balladen, as you call them in German, and like the Erlkönig and Lorelei and all these historic, yeah, like the Brother Grimm, who wrote all these like Little Red Riding Hood, or loads of them, tons of them, and just finding music that tells the story. And we have a date now. I think it's the 18th of January where I'll have a concert with
18th of
that
January.
program. Yeah.
Yeah.
And a Christmas concert before. So we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, yeah, I have well, next Friday there's a potential musical theatre evening.
Wow.
And then yeah, then we have our Christmas concert, which will be on the 14th of December.
Okay. Is that mine should be at 14th or 15th. I'm just looking into
I
my,
think it's a Saturday.
no, mine is on a Sunday. Yeah, then mine's on the 15th.
Ah, nice. Yeah, nice. Yeah, so I've just downloaded a few more Christmas, like non-traditional Christmas songs. And last Friday we met. So we have a group of musicians that we meet up with every Friday, and we're called Curry Club.
Wow. That's beautiful.
So we've got a couple. Nick plays guitar, I sing. We've got a friend that plays kind of everything, but he likes being on piano mainly.
Yeah.
And then there's a new guy called Tom who's come in, and he is a lead guitarist. And then my friend Chen on the bass, and it's almost like
Wow.
organized chaos.
Well, it's great to have a bunch of chaotic people.
It's quite noisy for my internal family, like, because like, oh my God, there's
This
like
is
so
another
much.
beautiful quote, only chaos can bear a dancing star. Did you know that quote? I think,
No,
yeah, I have to find it, but that's
I love that. And then all of a sudden we like there's all this kind of like kerfuffle, and then everyone just starts playing, and it's like amazing. And then that song's done, and then we go into another one, and I really love, yeah.
oh,
So apparently we're going to be doing something as well on the 7th of December, and now we
oh.
have to bring it together, and like
So
school.
you're all at the same location in Spain? Do I get you right? You're all
Yeah,
like within reach of each other?
yeah, yeah, exactly, and
Amazing.
all over. There's well different nationalities, but my friend James was actually born in Germany,
Ah,
But he's French, but he's also English.
yeah.
Just like I'm Irish and English.
Yeah.
And
In English.
then, yeah, from Israel. Yeah, and then from England. Yeah, so
Wow.
it's
Yeah.
different. Yeah,
Wow.
very eclectic,
Yeah.
but good fun. And
How did you find these people? Did you just what
good question.
guidance?
I just like like the claw in
Yeah.
in the fun fair.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Pick them up. Okay, yeah, you'll do. Like,
Because
uh,
I still have this set intention that I really want to bring music alive at the college again. There is like a grand piano in the lounge. There's a grand piano in the chapel. There are pianos in the classrooms. They're all terribly out of tune. But like I really think this building is yelling at me, bring music back to life in here.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. No, I'm. Are you going to do that? Of course, because
I would try my best. I already had a word with the president there twice and said, you have to please tune these pianos, and then I can do something about it. Like maybe find a cooperation. Like people, especially students, I think in London or so, they would be happy having just rehearsal rooms where they could just rehearse and bring music to life without pressure, with just enjoying. And that would be a place where you just experiment, let go, create sound, and do what you love just because you want to do it.
oh,
Raise the energy at this place so much more than if we only have it from the telephone, you know.
yeah, yeah.
I
No,
love it's such a different quality if you raise the energy in a room by singing or by drumming or by whatever. And I love your idea of these you said you're doing this DJing project, are you not? Like, and you want to do these spiritual raves. Love
yeah,
that. Yeah, because the college even has a bar which opens in the evening and they do dancing and everything. How great would it be if that could also have this background? It'd be wonderful.
yeah. Totally and utterly.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, I mean,
And
I
I
don't.
need allies. I need
don't know.
allies in England because I can't organize it from Germany. Like I would need a few people close to Stansted who would be happy to just yeah, set up this opportunity of a place where you can like create music, come together to make music, and
Yeah,
yeah, that
yeah.
this place could flourish again.
Oh, no, I absolutely love that. Well, we're obviously on kind of same wavelength because obviously.
Yeah.
But
What a
yeah.
coincidence. No. Howard knew.
Yeah. Um, because as I said, I like the everything lands. Sometimes everything lands very quickly for me, and then I retract a bit because it can
Yeah.
be,
Yeah.
and then I just have to take space. And
Yeah.
but I'm feeling into the 22nd of May for this celebration of female
Yeah.
song. Uh,
22nd. Love the 2022 is a special number for me.
Me too. It's my number.
Oh, it's your number.
Yeah.
Well, and it's the number of my goddaughter who is in spirit. So that's our whenever I see a 22 or hear a 22, I think, oh, thank you, Elizabeth. That's from you again.
Yeah. So I learned 2 years ago that they call them master numbers. So you've got master number 11,
Yeah,
22,
that's
33.
numerology, isn't it? Yeah.
Uh,
Okay.
so I'm a master 22. So, and yesterday was 11/11, and
Yeah, you said so, and I was happy that you mentioned it because I only knew like you have the in Germany they celebrate the Saint Martin, like the saint who shared his coat with a beggar in the street, and that's they celebrate that in Germany. They do like little walks with a lantern through the villages, and the children collect sweets similar to trick and treat but different. And in Cologne, where I was born, they open the fifth season, which is Carnival. Like they all start going out in the streets in costumes and having
On the
art.
11th or on the 5th?
Yeah, on the 11th, all on the 11th. Yeah. So it must be a special day.
Yeah, that's really interesting because I've never acknowledged. I mean, I acknowledge 11:11 on the clock most,
Yeah.
but never thought about it in the month. And so it's my new day. It's like my celebration day, Christmas Day. It feels much
Wow.
more in line with who I am,
Yeah, yeah.
like the symbol of that. So yeah, the 22nd of the 5th. And I'll just keep you.
Yeah, where do you already know where that will be? Will that be in Spain?
Um, it could be in Spain, but it could also be in England, either or.
Because I'm at the college from the 10th until the 17th of May,
Yeah,
and I could just stay longer.
yeah, amazing. And there is a venue, and in December I'm going to go and talk with the venue in Tunbridge Wells.
Yeah,
Um, yeah, and but that might not be the right venue, so I just need to keep, I need to keep this
yeah,
space.
yeah, yeah.
And I've already got a few people that have said yes.
Okay, wow. Yeah, yeah,
Um, authors, and then yeah, singers. So any way that the voice can be expressed.
yeah,
I'd like a couple of people to public speak as well about their story.
yeah.
Maybe even the lady, if we do it in Tunbridge Wells, that owns the venue. Yeah, so
Beautiful idea.
yeah, 22nd of May. And I wouldn't be in a position to run
Mm,
those events at the college, but I would definitely love to come
yeah,
and see
yeah.
you. Like that would be.
Be amazing, yeah. And maybe while we're talking, he comes to my mind because I translated for him last year in Germany, and he's a tutor at the Alpha Findlay College, and his name is Chris Drew. I don't know whether you heard of him. And he used to work as a drag queen, filling up theaters. He was an incredibly gifted drag queen, and for some reason he stopped that, and now he just like he does he fills theaters with Dems, like doing evenings with spirit, and he dances on the stage, he sings on the stage, and the way he delivers his messages is there's still this drag living in him. And that's such an interesting crossover, but he does it with so much passion, and I really admire what he does. And maybe because I think what you're doing that is so closely connected. I mean, it is spiritual, spiritual singing, and
Yeah.
so I think it's like finding the right ingredients to make it a feast.
I love that.
Yeah.
Wow. So what's his name? I'll have to look him up.
Chris Drew. And
Chris.
like having like an evening with inspirational speaking or trance speaking, because what you're doing is trance singing, and setting this intention, working with this energy, working with people from various trades, but who are used to this kind of work. That I think that would be great.
Dan, Dan singing.
Yeah,
Wow.
that's what. Yeah, trance. I mean, especially your album that you shared with me. That I mean, you go into an altered state of mind because you're letting like Natalie stepping into the background and something else taking over. You yeah, let go and there is like let through a totally different energy. And I think that even when you spoke about your project with birds, I like when you look at the Native Americans and they had all these animal names. And I think maybe also being connected with their spiritual animal, or with it delivers a totally different energy when you yeah, give yourself like a spiritual name, and then suddenly start working with this energy. Then it's no longer Alexandra or Natalie, but this different energy. You know what I mean? This healing energy, or this uplifting energy, or
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah, no, totally, Natalie. And then a name did come through, which was Shira. Did I
Yeah.
tell you this? And then that means
No, no.
So in the last track that I created, and then this, yeah, I just heard the name Shira, and it means soul song.
Oh, wow. So that was given to you, obviously, yeah.
I thought, am I going to change my name to Shira? But no, it's I'll be Natalie, and but
But it
Shira
can be your spiritual name. I mean, why not?
Shira is my spiritual name.
Yeah, suits you.
Yeah,
That's what they do in that's what I learned at the college. They do services like you have your birth name and then they give you a spiritual name. And I think it's also or it originates from the tradition that like Native Americans, when they named their child, it used to be like the first thing that captured the father's attention while the mother was giving birth, like white eagle or big bear or
Big Bear,
whatever, running deer, little white dove.
River of Blood. My goodness. Yeah, I love it. That's brilliant.
It is brilliant.
And also, I love all of this. Well, I love all this conversation we're having, but that share as well is, do you think that the male is then part also of the birth, a big
Yeah,
part of
yeah,
the birth?
delivering the name in a way, if you may. Yeah. You deliver the baby and I deliver the name.
Yes. Oh, that's
Yeah,
so wonderful.
it is, yeah.
I love that so much.
I don't have a spiritual name yet, I'm afraid. I have to think of one.
With your the makeup work that you do, is it you work in specific fields or for individuals or?
Um, it's I think the way I'm doing it is also very yeah, it's something that I created or worked learning by doing in a way. I don't work for theater because I never wanted to work in a theater if I'm not on the stage, you know. That would have been too painful after having studied opera singing, and so I avoided that, setting a foot into a theater. No, I work for photographers, like photo shoots, fashion editorial, and also commercial. But I also, when we go into companies, the clientele which I mainly have are people who are not used like not used to stepping in front of a camera, like who shy away and think, oh no, I can't do that. And the moment where they really get my makeup and styling, it's like a protection code. You know what I mean? It's not that I change their appearance. It's just I also rather feel it's an energetic exchange. Like I give them confidence and I give them a totally different perspective on their looks, like what they like, what they dislike. I can emphasize what they like, and in a way I even things out. And then when they get up from my makeup chair, I have the feeling they are like 5 centimeters taller and they more confident. And it's you could say it's homeopathic because I do so little. I don't do a big makeup or so. It's probably sometimes laying a hand on somebody or reminding somebody like oh wow, your eye color is special, or you have like your facial features are
You're
yeah,
painting them from the inside. That is so.
yeah. I'm always starting to get like a soul connection, and I work from the soul connection, translating that into a makeup. It's not to cover up a personality. That's not what I'm interested in. I want to work out what Michelangelo said about his David. He was already inside the rock, and I'm trying to carve out the person
Yes.
just sitting there in front of me. But like if you say like finding the person's frequency in a way, or their vibration, it's like tuning a person by using makeup. That's what I would say, what I'm doing. Yeah.
Wow.
Giving them their original vibration back again, because I mean that gets disturbed during the course of the day, especially when you need to do something that you don't want to do, like stepping in front of a camera and you say, oh, I don't like that. Most people who work in companies and they get a set date and a photographer's coming and a makeup artist are coming and you better like dress up nicely, and a lot of people hate that like hell, especially men.
Well, there's no more hiding, right?
Oh, no more hiding.
Hiding,
And
yeah.
then now
Gotta
you can
see
also
their
understand.
presence.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're
And do
not
you,
present, like we were talking about at the beginning.
yeah.
No, they're in the
Hiding.
past or they're blocked because most people still are actually haven't got to a level of self.
As I said, you don't like to hear your voice on record, you don't like to see your picture taken. And in a way, we are all like these Native Americans who didn't want to have their picture taken because somebody snatches your soul.
Yes.
And then snatch the right part, you know?
Soul snatchers.
Yeah.
I call it, I think I put soul sniffers in the book.
Yeah. Yeah, right.
And I've learned other words through my program like soul ruptures.
Wow. Yeah. Yeah. That's what I mean. You get so inspired by working with frequencies and energies, then suddenly totally new words emerge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My goodness, I could talk to you all day.
Yeah. Good.
So
Well,
beautiful and yeah, just so beautiful.
yeah.
And just making, like I feel like I know you so much, but we've only connected.
Yeah. It's our second conversation, is it? Doesn't feel like it. No, not at all. Or third conversation, yeah.
Yeah, and I'm obviously, really calling in these whether I know it or not, new new friends.
Yeah.
Um, but I know I'm going to be doing the biggest things that I may have done and
Yeah.
organized, and just the support as
So
well.
networking and so knitworking.
Start networking.
You're knitting it all together.
Brilliant. Yeah, love it. And obviously the soul tribe, which I kind of talked about a few years ago, but yeah, just my soul family and how Howard has connected us.
Hmm.
Um, I
Yeah.
was sharing with Anna, who plays piano for me here in Spain, and I said, "Oh, I've got a new friend, Alex, and she found me through typing Howard." Like, that's always gonna
Yeah.
work.
Yeah, imagine how crazy that is that somebody from beyond brings people together in the way he did.
To see his well, no, I just know the whole reaction would just be, yeah.
Absolutely. I already know he loves your project with the birds.
Yes, and also I've got parakeets here in Spain, and there's one that just keeps coming on the trees are starting to lose their leaves now because they lose them a little bit later than in England.
What kind of birds are these? I haven't heard of these. Parakeets. Like parrots? No.
Yeah, they're little, so I think they came
Oh, yeah. Then yeah.
third.
Ah, okay.
I think so. I mean, yeah, I think that's what he shared with me. And they came, I don't know where they came from, but some with Darwin or something brought them over from their original place.
Yeah, yeah.
Loads in London. There's loads in Kew Gardens.
Ah, okay.
Red. But they're really cute. They've got little cute little beaks. Yeah, so there's a lot of them here.
Wow.
Than there was to begin with, but there's this there they're still flying.
Exciting. And
Yay!
it looks so lovely and warm where you are, and there's still daylight. It's dark out here. I'm just looking out of the window.
I'm still adjusting to the light because I've only been here, well, it's 4 weeks now, and so I still
Yeah, of course.
He thinks
I
like
think your biorhythm needs to adapt. Yeah. Yeah,
totally and utterly, but I just love the light. I love.
yeah, I believe so. And as I said, you look very, very relaxed. Your facial features are just beautiful.
Oh, thank you. You know, I've been doing face yoga.
Oh, did you? Oh, wow.
My gua sha.
Yeah, gua sha, these stones. Yeah.
I have one at the moment. So I've got Lilia, who you'll see on Instagram. I'm mentoring her or femtoring her.
Yeah.
And but she's my like a soul daughter and friend, and she gives the most amazing face treatment. It's like a massage, but
Okay, wow. Yeah.
she said to me, she said, "You must do more with your face, like with the muscles. You've got to do more because I don't want you to look old."
You don't look old. I like
What a child would say to its mother, you know, like in the fear of.
yeah. Yeah, that's I think always what happens to singers. I mean, we do a lot of like expressions and mimicking and everything, and then you end up with wrinkles because your face is overactive all the time. And I have a friend, she's a dentist, and I used to grind. Do you say grind the
Yes,
teeth?
I still grind
Right, like and I really had tension in my jaw muscles so much that one of my cheeks was like looking like a hamster cheek. And my dentist, she injected Botox into this jaw so that it just relaxed. And she didn't need that much, but she still and she said, "Oh, I'm just putting the rest into your forehead. It's so active." So, and she did that, and I said, "But at least I want to still be able to frown at my daughter if I need to."
Oh, brilliant.
I admit I do Botox, but only a little bit, and only because I get the rest in here.
Yeah, and I got friends that have Botox for the collagen, but I'm gonna go with this
Yeah, that's much better. I mean,
and see what happens because I'm really enjoying it. It's really
yeah,
relaxing.
yeah,
Like the old me would be like, that's something else I've got to do, but this me
yeah,
in the
yeah.
now is like just I'm finding the so you'll understand that as well as like as a makeup artist, this connection
Absolutely,
with
absolutely. The self touch is that's what I always say. I have my morning and my evening routine, putting makeup on, removing makeup, and it's like the way you touch yourself. You can either do it like in a I gotta have to do it again,
that
or you just
masculine way.
really or you just enjoy it. It's like befriending a face apart.
Yeah.
Sometimes in the morning, I just think of the Beatles songs. Like, was it Eleanor Rigby wearing a face that she keeps in a jar by the door?
I love that
I
song.
always think my face is in my bathroom drawer.
Yeah. Look at all the lonely people. Where do they all come from?
Oh yeah,
You know what I'm starting to realize as I own more and more the singer
yeah.
is how incredibly spiritual so many singers
Oh yes,
are
oh
on their
yes,
path to express their hurt through song.
oh yeah. Yeah, because I think it's much easier in expressing that in a song than in words only, because again, the emotion, the wave, it's all yeah. There, yeah, that's true.
Yay!
Yay.
Yay! It's been so good to talk with you.
Yeah, likewise. Likewise.
And if we don't talk in again in kind of the month coming, then we'll just keep in contact on
We keep in touch, yeah. And
WhatsApp.
if I'm ready with my book, because at the moment I'm writing it in German and I'm trying to include some of Howard's text, but especially that one, Befriending a World Apart. But the next project, if that's done, I want to translate it into English, and then I want you to be my lector if you would.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolute pleasure. I
Yeah.
just had another friend. She just launched her book yesterday on 11/11 called
Oh, wow.
Raising Wild Birds.
Okay. Maybe
Yeah.
my date will be 22 too. Who
Yeah.
knows? I would love that because
Do you have a title? Are you talking about the title or?
um, I have a working title at the moment. It's translating love, but that's just the working title. Or but it's also to do with uh,
German?
evidence. In German, you call is there is a word. It's said Liebesbeweise. It's like proof of love from beyond. Proof of
Lieber?
love from beyond. Yeah.
Wow.
That's the working title, but I know it will come to me if the book is finished.
Yeah.
It's already like simmering there in the background, and I think it will jump at me the moment I'm done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow. Well, yeah. Just writing. Yeah. It's a big project.
But I think something to do with proof of love, because that's also something that we always doubt, don't we? I mean, self-love, love in general, it's something because you can't get a grip on it, like you always doubt it. I think that's so human. We always need proof. We always need yeah, reassurance that we are still here, that we are still loved. I think it's like to get a sense of belonging, and also a sense of yeah, being there, because you can't touch the soul, can you? So I think if somebody loves you, then you have the feeling you're being brought alive in a way. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, and as I'm learning to approve myself
Yeah.
on a daily basis,
Yeah.
to love myself and more and more of little Natalie kind of.
And doing it anyway.
I'm doing it anyway. That's it.
Yeah, I love that.
Yay. Well, all right. So yeah, I didn't want to do it, but I did it anyway, or something like that.
I love that quote. I really love you for it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. That's kind of just pushing, isn't it, through the fear,
absolutely. Yeah.
being guided. That the
Yeah. Yeah.
direction is you're being directed. Like a channel, a vessel, a river, and
Yeah, absolutely.
yeah,
Yeah.
mm,
Hmm.
lots and lots of love.
That's a love to you as well. It was lovely to talk to you, and we'll stay in touch.
I know, and what I'm wishing so much is that all the projects could
Yeah.
just come in alignment like that, and just be easy and yeah, happen,
Yeah.
so it will happen. I believe we'll be singing together, we'll
You
meet,
will. Yeah.
my new book, all of it
Yeah.
with love.
Yeah, with love. Namaste. Have a
Hey,
lovely evening in Spain.
you too.
Bye. Lovely.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.